Welcome for Facts for Real videos. Here are the 23 largest megaprojects that will be under development in 2023, ranging from the tallest buildings to some of the largest real estate projects in history, from intracontinental rail networks to a game-changing nuclear megaproject. Taking the Maya trend first, a passenger and freight railway network will traverse more than 1,500 kilometers of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula in North America. In a $10 billion megaproject, President Andrés López Obrador wants to connect hundreds of pre-Hispanic archaeological sites in the southeast of the nation to well-known Mexican beach destinations. For Obrador, the Maya Tren was a vital line that would allow the region experience unheard-of economic growth as a way to pay off the nation's historical debt with the southeast. The second-largest jungle in the Americas will soon be traversed by construction. The fact that the rail lines will go over locations with thousands of Mayan relics has drawn vehement criticism from indigenous communities, environmental groups, and many others. The administration, however, has dismissed the criticism by claiming that the megaproject is necessary for national security. President López Obrador wants to start operating trains on the Maya Tren by December 2023 and favors the advantages of development to protecting cultural property. Number 10. Huddley Yards, the largest New York development since the 1930s Rockefeller Center, is becoming a reality thanks to 30 years of preparation. The Hudson Yards neighborhood, which is comparable to 4 city blocks in size, is located on a once undeveloped plot of land next to the Hudson River in Manhattan. The first phase of the project began in 2019, and since then, 4 towers, residential structures, and a lovely art installation named The Vessel have been built. Some of the largest corporations, including HBO, CNN, BlackRock, Disney, and Meta, are already based at Hudson Yards. The second phase of the project, which will contain 3,000 residential units, a public school, and hundreds of affordable rental flats, is currently under construction. The second phase is anticipated to be finished by 2024, bringing the project's overall cost to $25 billion. Number 9. For in Frankfurt, with over 50 skyscrapers now planned for the city, Frankfurt has become the European skyscraper capital in recent years. The Frankfurt 4 project, a 4-skyscraper complex that will be finished in 2023, is one of these noteworthy structures. While the other 3 will exceed 100 meters in height, Tower 1 will be the largest of the 4 towers, standing at 233 meters. By the end of the year, the Frankfurt 4 will be completed and operational. Frankfurt's skyscraper boom, however, is just getting started, as the Frankfurt 4 will soon be followed by even taller structures such as the 288-meter-tall Millennium Tower, which is scheduled to begin construction in the next 2 years. Number 8. For in Frankfurt, with over 50 skyscrapers now planned for the city, Frankfurt has become the European skyscraper capital in recent years. The Frankfurt 4 project, a 4-skyscraper complex that will be finished in 2023, is one of these noteworthy structures. While the other 3 will exceed 100 meters in height, Tower 1 will be the largest of the 4 towers, standing at 233 meters. By the end of the year, the Frankfurt 4 will be completed and operational. Frankfurt's skyscraper boom, however, is just getting started, as the Frankfurt 4 will soon be followed by even taller structures such as the 288-meter-tall Millennium Tower, which is scheduled to begin construction in the next 2 years. Number 7. Baltic Rail Europe will be trying to speed up development on a number of significant transportation megaprojects as we go into the new year. Rail Baltica, the largest infrastructure undertaking in East Europe, is one of them. Rail Baltica, which seeks to connect 5 Baltic states to the European rail network, is another step toward further integrating Europe, which is currently regarded as the most integrated region in the world. The project will lay down 870 kilometers of rail line across Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, and Finland over the course of 10 years. 7 passenger and 3 freight stations will be built, and trains with a top speed of 234 kilometers per hour will be able to run through them. The European Union will provide the majority of the funding for the $6 billion project because it is so important for the entire continent. Number 6. Belt Tunnel of Fehmarn. With the opening of an 18-kilometer-long submerged tunnel under the Baltic Sea, European connectivity is expected to increase even further. The Fehmarn Belt Tunnel is intended to replace the ferry service that runs between the Danish island of Lolland and the German island of Fehmarn. The 45-minute ferry voyage will only take 10 minutes or less by train or vehicle once the tunnel is operational. Pre-built tunnel segments will be lowered 40 meters below the ocean floor to form the tunnel. Cranes and barges will subsequently be used to move these sections into position. One of the largest infrastructure projects in Europe will be finished in 2029 with a construction budget of more than $7 billion. Number 5. Base Tunnel of Brenner, one of the longest tunnels in the world and yet another European tunnel project, are next on the list. The 64-kilometer-long Brenner base tunnel will pass through the Alps, linking Germany and Austria via Italy. Italy and Northern Europe have been connected by the Brenner railway network for more than 150 years. However, due to the region's 1,370-meter elevation and a 26% slope grade, travel across it is relatively slow, with top speeds never exceeding 70 kilometers per hour. The Brenner base tunnel offers a solution because it was constructed at a low elevation of just 790 meters and has high travel speeds of up to 200 kilometers per hour. As we enter the new year, the tunnel project's second third of the excavation work is finished. Although the vast majority of the tunnel excavation is being done with enormous tunnel boring machines, TBMs, some of it will also be done with conventional drilling and blasting because the TBMs can become caught in the fault zones. The project is expected to cost over $10 billion, and after tunneling is finished by 2025, the train network won't be operational for another 7 years. Number 4. Flamanville. To accommodate the population's increasing demand for energy, Europe is speeding construction on nuclear power megaprojects in addition to building new skyscrapers and enormous transit megaprojects. The EDF, a state-owned energy firm in France, is developing a more potent and durable nuclear reactor to replace its outdated fleet and increase French nuclear exports. However, the Flamanville 3 EPR project is severely over budget and more than a decade behind schedule. Beginning in Normandy in 2007, work on the $3 billion project was anticipated to be completed by 2013. However, a slew of expensive delays have driven up the price to $14 billion. The project's postponement till the end of 2023 was revealed in early 2022 due to poor welds. However, the repairs are currently falling behind schedule as well. The Flamanville facility won't begin producing power until the first half of 2024 in light of the most recent developments. The project is still considered crucial for France's future despite the setbacks because a fully functional reactor will be able to provide enough electricity to light a metropolis the size of Paris for a whole year. Number 3. Harrington Point C in Britain, a nuclear power station, has also been plagued by years of delays and cost overruns. Delays are not just affecting France. With a retiring fleet of power plants and the necessity to stabilize its energy supply in the wake of the Ukraine crisis, Hinkley Point C is considered as a crucial megaproject for Britain's future. For the next 6 decades, the HPC is anticipated to meet 7% of the UK's clean energy needs. According to projections, it will provide enough energy to run 6 million households. The new nuclear power plant's estimated cost has increased from $20 to $30 billion over the past 7 years, but it won't begin functioning until 2027. Number 2. ITER. Although today's nuclear power plants are regarded as critical sources of energy, plans are already in place to drastically change how nuclear energy is produced. Scientists from all around the world are attempting to develop a sustained fusion reaction that will produce more energy than current fission reactors while having a far lower and, most importantly, shorter radioactivity. Tests are being conducted on a number of different strategies to make this achievable. The $22 billion International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor, also known as ITER, is one of them. Under the south of France, the massive international project is still under progress. Half of the building is being funded by the European Union, with the remaining funds being equally split by China, India, Japan, South Korea, Russia, and the United States. ITER had a significant year in 2022 thanks to significant fusion advancements made by researchers in China, the EU, and the US. Recent nuclear fusion research produced a net increase in energy thanks to the success of scientists in California. A 24-year-old record for nuclear fusion energy output was broken by the Jet Fusion Energy Project in the UK. Chinese scientists made a significant contribution by producing the essential parts for a full-scale prototype of the first enhanced heat flux wall panel. The panel is regarded as the most important core part of the reactor since it can resist surface plasma ion temperatures 10 times hotter than the actual sun. ITER is simply an experimental reactor, but there is still a lot to get enthusiastic about since, if the theory can be validated, it might lead to a totally new way of producing energy. Number 1. Silk Road 2. As the massive Belt Road project approaches its 10th anniversary in 2023, it will continue to set new records. The Gwadar International Airport in Pakistan will be finished this year as part of the BRI's centerpiece project, the $62 billion China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. The 1,600-kilometer rail line between Karachi and Peshawar is also undergoing a $6 billion overhaul that would enable trains to go twice as fast, up to 160 kilometers per hour. China's schemes do not simply involve Pakistan. China has inked agreements to participate in the Belt Road Plan with 149 nations and 32 international organizations, with investments totaling more than $150 billion. The Western world views China's new Silk Road as a strategic initiative as much as an economic one. There is constant warning of a debt trap and increasing calls for transparency in the nations that China is offering investment possibilities in. China, who is currently by far the largest investor globally, is however adding more companies to its investment portfolio. The year 2023 is anticipated to be exciting for a number of enormous megaprojects. Do you aware of any upcoming projects this year? And which of these initiatives do you think is most crucial? Tell us in the comments section below. Please give this video a like and subscribe to Facts for Real videos if you liked it.